as always, I'll let you be the judge on that. Had something paranormal occurred? Or had something else happened here?
Böyle izliyoruz ya. Evet. Yine salak.
Sen bütün böyle videolara böyle mi başlıyorsun?
Yine saçma bir giriş. Radyocu gibi oldum. Uğur Bey kekinize bok gibi dedi.
Uğur ıslak yiyecek mi? Bugün The Mimic videolarını izleyeceğiz.
Mikrofona konuş.
Çok özür dilerim. Merhabalar. Bugün The Mimic videolarını izleyeceğiz. Gene korku. The Mimi bilmeyenler için hemen Google'dan size açıp okuyacağım. Mimik bir efsane aslında The Mimic. Mimik taklitçi efsanesi insan veya hayvan seslerini, şekillerini ya da davranışlarını birebir taklit ederek avlarını kandıran efsanevi bir varlık veya halk inancıdır. Yani şekil insan şey gibi, işte ses insan ama şekil farklı gibi. Kore mitolojisinde de Jangsan kaplanı diye bir şey adı varmış sanırsam. Jangsan Dağı'nda yaşadığı söylenen insan seslerini kusursuzca taklit ederek insanları ormana çeken ve avlayan efsanevi bir yaratıktır diyor. İnsanlar da TikTok'a video çekiyor. İşte biz The Mimic gördük, biz Skinwalker gördük falan fistan. Ay bak böyle korkutucuydu.
Sen
Teşekkür ederim. Çok kekeliyorum. Heyecanlandım. Bu arada tırnaklarımı yaptırdım.
Oh my god.
Evet tepki ver.
Ya Allah.
Bir gün abim Dubai'de, 3 sene Dubai'deydi, gelmedi eve ve babam da tır şoförü olduğu için, annem de işte olduğu için ben bütün gün evde yalnızım. Aşağıda da çocuklar var 6-7 tane, onlar da işte, yani giriş çıkış saatlerini bildiğim için söylüyorum. Kapıyı biri böyle tıklattı. Kim o diyorum, cevap yok. Kim o diyorum, cevap yok. Sadece böyle biri böyle çok kısık sesle Rana dedi. Ben tabii çok korktum ilk başta. Biri ya hırsız gelsem, çünkü bir gün bizim kapıya hırsız geldi. Benim evde olduğumu görünce kaçtı 2 tane kadın. Bir daha böyle, ama bununki gibi çok sert, böyle hani falan böyle sert tıklatıyordu. Ben de nasıl bir yürek yediysem kapıyı açtım, kimse yoktu. Esselam.
Dua okuyup geldin değil mi kapı?
Her zaman dua
Açmadan def etmişin ondan.
A man named Jacob wakes up to a strange noise outside his room. Trembling with fear, he gets out of bed and encounters something that leaves him extremely unnerved. Now, not too long ago, I featured a video from Jacob, who you may remember as the man who inherited an old house and a creepy clown doll that both belonged to his grandmother. The clown doll, known as Jeffrey, scares him. Because of this, he keeps Jeffrey locked up in a separate room away from him. But then one night, something happens that spooks Jacob out of his mind. It's close to midnight when a loud bang wakes him up. He hears a couple more noises before suddenly realizing that the sounds are coming from the room next to his where the clown doll was put. What happens next scares the living daylights out of him. Take a look.
I just heard banging.
As Jacob checks the room where the sounds were coming from, a loud noise is heard from downstairs. He looks nervously down the staircase when suddenly the sound of footsteps going up the stairs is heard. Yet, as he looks closely, no one appears to be there. He then quickly turns around to see the door opening slowly, showing Jeffrey, whose head is now in a different position. Initially seen facing the wall, the clown is now staring at the door. Jacob quickly ends the video here and locks himself in his room until the following morning. After this night, he was absolutely certain that Jeffrey was haunted. Afraid it might happen again or something worse may occur, he decides to move Jeffrey into the basement.
Another update. You know, I think I'm definitely gonna be moving Jeffrey. Like, with whatever happened last night, I don't want him near me. I'm gonna be putting him in the basement. So I'm gonna follow up. This is the results so far. I'm gonna leave him here for now. But I think I'm gonna put a camera here. Jeffrey's still here, so we're gonna see if there's anything I miss.
Now, unlike before, Jacob will keep an eye on Jeffrey by placing a security camera in front of him. If anything happens, he'll be notified immediately via a notification sent by the camera. Fast forward to a few nights later, and he's notified of movement inside the basement. He checks the camera's live feed and sees that the camera is moving side to side. Now, this didn't alarm him, as he forgot that the heater on which the camera was placed on top has a timer that turns it on and makes it oscillate. The heater had simply turned on during this time. But as he continues to watch, something happens that terrifies him to his core. Watch.
Ama bir şey diyeceğim. Ta grandpa'dan kalan, grandpa'sından mı kalmış ne? O grandpa'dan kalan bir şey niye yani büyük babandan kalan bir şey saklarsın ki? Demek ki eski ve lanetli.
Çünkü büyük babası kalamamış.
Bence antika
This
falan
next
değil.
video comes from a man whose entire home is filled with Bibles and other religious artifacts that he worships on the daily. If he's not praying, then he's most likely sitting at his piano playing a song with verses from the Bible. Pretty much everything he has or does in this apartment is based on something religious. Now, you might be thinking that this man is simply devoted to his religion. While that's partly true, the main reason as to why he prays a lot has to do with something completely different. As it turns out, this man has been experiencing strange happenings in his home. Ever since visiting his father's gravesite at the cemetery, he can't shake the feeling that something has followed him home. Whatever it might be, he's deeply afraid of it. For this reason, he's been praying and singing religious songs more so than usual as an attempt to get rid of the evil entity that now lives in his home. One day, while taking a nap, he wakes up to a loud noise in the living room. He grabs his phone and records this.
Bueno, estoy grabando este video porque estoy tratando de dormir, pero acabo de escuchar un golpe duro por allá en la sala, entonces decidí grabar porque hace días que se viene presentando cosas extrañas en el apartamento. Son las 4:13 de la tarde, entonces me parece muy extraño que hasta ahora están sucediendo como cosas raras. Entonces, comedor. Miren, ese es mi comedor. Tengo las ventanas cerradas, miren. Esto viene sucediendo hace como una semana ya. Pues la verdad se me hace muy extraño. Se me hace muy extraño que estén pasando cosas así.
Feeling slightly unnerved, the man sees a set of eating utensils swaying side to side as though a strong breeze had passed by. But as the man points out, all windows are closed shut. Naturally, he was stricken with fear, but not as much as the next incident, as what happens then leaves him terribly shaken up. A few days after this occurrence, the man uploads a video in which he appears to be deeply distressed. Watch.
Normal ya.
En el nombre de Jesús te ordeno que te vayas.
Oha şeytan çıkarma alemine girdim. Sana emir veriyorum dışarı dedi.
En el nombre de Jesús ordeno que te vayas.
Bekleyecek bir ruha benzemiyor.
No tienes derecho de estar aquí. Ordeno que te vas.
Piyanosu nerede? Ha şimdi bak. Benim gibi iyi niyetli bakmaya başladım. İyi iyi.
Ordeno que te vas en el nombre de Jesús.
Replay. Ha tuşa bastı. Wow. Adamın şeylerinden sanki bir tık
Appearing to be
gerçek
fed
geldi
up with
bana.
the supposed spirit, the man tells the spirit to leave at once. But after having done so, a piano key is seemingly pressed by an unseen force. The man quickly rushes out of the room in a panic frenzy. It was now clear to him that something was provoking him. But as if that wasn't obvious enough, 4 days later, this happens. It's 3 in the morning when the man and his girlfriend, who was staying the night, wake up to strange noises. What happens next leaves them highly unsettled. Take a look.
Bueno, voy a grabar este video porque nuevamente se están escuchando en el apartamento ruidos. Son las 3 de la mañana con 16 minutos y... Escucha. Sí, amor, sí se escucha. ¿Es en la sala?
Sí.
Esta vez no estoy solo, esta vez estoy con mi novia que por fin decidió venir a acompañarme, pues estaba asustada debido a todas estas cosas que están pasando. ¿Dónde es eso, amor?
La cocina.
İkisini alıp tost yapar.
¿Te ayudó?
Çok sahte geldi düşüş sesi. Niye bilmiyorum. Çok o kadar uzak değil.
Voy a mirar.
Ya hadi ya. Öyle bir ses
Gel,
duysak
gel,
kalkıp
gel.
gidelim bakar mısın? Sanmıyorum ki kalkıp bak. Ben bakmam.
Amor, quédese acá, yo voy solo, amor.
No, yo voy.
Prende la luz, prende la luz.
Perdelere bak.
nombre de Jesús, manifiéstate.
Reveal yourself. Oğlum manyak mısın?
Parece que en la cocina.
Git artık, yoruldum.
En el nombre de Jesús, manifiéstate.
O bu ne?
Vaya para el cuarto, amor.
Anabel portresi.
Abla portre değil mi?
Anabel portresi.
Patladılar.
Film ya Anabel.
¿Qué es eso?
Haydi.
¿Estás viendo, amor? ¿Estás viendo? En la cocina, amor. Cuidado con esto. Manifiéstate en el nombre de Jesús. Te ordeno que te manifiestes.
Mutfağa git artık.
¿Qué fue lo que sonó así ahorita, amor?
La cocina.
Gel.
Mierda. Mira, amor, mira. ¿Ves que no tiras, amor? Un vaso. Es un vaso. Y mira, todos los cajones están abiertos.
Çekmeceleri de açmış.
Her yeri dağıtmış yani. Sen yapma değil mi?
¿Qué es lo que pasa aquí, Dios mío? Amor.
Strangely, the wind chimes move on their own, and the kitchen appears to be ransacked. Yet according to the man, no signs of forced entry were seen anywhere in the house. Further adding to the strangeness, the man says that his girlfriend felt very ill only minutes after this incident. Whether or not this had something to do with her sudden illness is unknown. But considering what happened only days later, the man can't help but think that the spirit was responsible for this. It's late at night, and the man is once again woken up by mysterious noises when this is captured.
Oynamayız. Allah tövbe. Oynamayız. Ne yapıyorsun? Kurtar da izleyeceğim. Hayır, onlar yokken bir şey yapıyor, onlar varken bir şey yapmıyor. Yapsana şöyle bir altlarını et. Ya abi, tırnaklarıyla beni çizdi ya. Adam İncil okudu. Hayır, adam İncil okudukça sinirleniyor. Adam İncil okudukça sinirleniyor demek ki.
Demek ki yanlış duayı okuyor.
Poland, where something very strange has been going on. There's an apartment in Poland where something very strange has been going on. The man who lives there claims that whenever he's by himself, he can't help but feel as though someone else is inside. When his roommates are gone and he has the place to himself, weird noises happen out of nowhere. Now, what makes these occurrences extra strange is that they always seem to happen during the nighttime. Knowing when they usually occur, the man has his phone ready in hand and proceeds to record the following video. No one else is home when this is captured.
Evde kimse yoktu bu.
Hej, ogólnie to od jakiegoś czasu cały czas coś, właśnie takie dziwne hałasy.
Allah Allah.
Ja pierdolę, co to? Jak?
Atlamasın da şimdi ya.
Mesela ben ışığı aç kapa yapmam.
Ha.
Co to?
Suyu açtı. Evde duş mu alıyor?
What the fuck?
Kapıyı aç.
Oy.
Mysteriously, the bathroom faucet is left running as though someone or something had turned it on. The man shuts it off while seeming confused as to how it turned on by itself. He heads back to his room when eerily the light switch, which he just turned on, is immediately turned off. It seems that whoever or whatever was on the other end of the hall had switched off the light. Now this wouldn't be the end of it, as only a few nights later, something just as creepy happens. It's nighttime when the man recording hears banging noises outside his door. With his heart pounding in his ears, he records this.
Aha bir şey.
Nie, ja pierdol...
Sanırsam banyo seviyor. Ya çok döndürüyor kamerayı, başım döndürüyor.
Co jest, kurwa?
Neyse. Tam kapatmadım.
Like something straight out of a horror movie, the man peeks out from his bedroom, peering into the darkness of the hallway to see if anyone's there. Finding nobody inside the bathroom, the man quickly walks back to his room, but stops in his tracks upon noticing the sudden mess in the kitchen. Appearing as though a massive earthquake had struck the place, the man runs back into his room in full terror before ending the video. What happened that night has left him shaken up. It's unknown if the man continues to live inside the apartment, as no updates or new videos have been posted. But as with most videos, I'll let you come up with your own conclusions. Is something living inside this man's apartment? Or might there be an explanation for all that's happened?
Odaklanmaktan adam dediklerini anlayamıyorum ki.
In this next video, two friends are hosting a live stream when something pretty spooky is captured live. Now, the two boys in this video often do live streams while playing video games late at night. It just so happens that this particular incident took place during an all-nighter, where around 5 in the morning, a strange noise is heard in the kitchen. The two usually play in the living room, so the noise was close by when it happened. The boys thought it was a family member who was grabbing a morning snack, so they shrugged it off and didn't think much of it. But later on, something happens that grabs their full attention and prompts them to end the live stream immediately. While playing in the dark, this happens.
Ben o zaman bunları yeni kapatmıştım.
Oh, hijo, dai. Hacer la cola, no, la cola.
Oo, ona paslıyor, ona paslıyor.
Dale. ¿Qué es esto? Fíjate, se me limita por ahí. ¿Qué va? Anda a cerrarlo. Mirá, exacto, era. Iba a cerrar, imbécil. Las 5 yo. Las 5 yo.
Birbirlerine baka kaldılar, o değil. Şimdi dese ki sen yaptın, yok o yaptı dese.
At first, the fridge door seemingly opens on its own, as though someone had gone over to grab a snack. At least that's what the two boys thought, considering that one of them has a brother who wakes up around this time to cook something up. Thinking that he left the fridge door open by accident, one of them gets up to close it. But as they walk back, this happens. A chair swiftly moves on its own by more than a few inches, causing both friends to freeze in their tracks.
Önce hayal hayalet
It was
oradan
at this
durdu.
point that they both knew that something unexplainable had occurred, something supernatural. Viewers believe so too, but as always, I'll let you be the judge on that. Had something paranormal occurred, or had something else happened here?
Yemin ediyorum sana.
Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. Until next time.
Ya annemden çok korkuyorum
Ne
ya.
yapıyorsun ya?
Ya şu askılık şey gibi duruyor orada, çok korkuyorum.
Böyle izliyor bizi ya.
Karanlığın orada. Anne gerçekten çok korktum ya.
Anne sen ne yapıyorsun? Hayır bir de bunun bağırmasına rağmen korktum ha. Altıma sıçtım.
Hayır. Adıma sıçtım.
Ay. Videoyu izlediğiniz için çok teşekkür ederiz. Abimin videolarını izleyin lütfen. Benim olduklarımı da izleyin. Bu kadar. Teşekkür ederiz.
Çekip getireyim dedim de getiremedim. İzlediğiniz için teşekkür ederiz. Bir sonraki videoda görüşürüz. Hoşça kal. Annem nerede?
Annemi bulalım.
Onu bir ısırayım.